Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 30 in my Let's Play series. And yeah, I've been sick. I'm still sick, actually. I missed out on the whole release of 0.23.5, the NASA asteroid retrieval mission. I had a whole bunch of things planned to do when that came out, and I couldn't get 2 minutes into the episode without going into a coughing fit, so that did not work out. And I will be coughing throughout this episode, but I'll try to mute it. But anyway, so this is going to be our first episode in the new update. And I do have some good news. First off, I have a new keyboard. So no more having things cut out in the middle of the maneuvers and stuff when I'm holding down RCS for a long time. So that's going to be very helpful. And also, this update includes quite a few performance improvements. So I'll just show you, if you ever saw my previous episodes, I originally had this on default, it's now on high. This was originally on simple, it is now on good, I believe. No, that was always on good, but these were on quarter res, and now they're on half res. And I also increased both of these by 1 just because I could. I might actually increase them further because I think even with all those 4 settings increased by 1, it's still running faster than it was before the update. So that just goes to show how much of an improvement they made. I did try to turn anti-aliasing on, but even with no other improvements, that had a significant effect on my FPS, and it just wasn't going to happen. But anyway, in some ways it's a good thing I did get sick because I should have my save file intact. A lot of people had issues with their research and development being lost, but luckily for me I was sick and didn't lose my save file. Although I could have done the quick save thing, but anyway, so this is actually I think my first KSP update. And what you can do is you go in here and you can see the new parts you've unlocked, I think. I think you just click research and it unlocks. Yeah. Although these are things I already had. So they've kind of rebalanced this a bit. Now this looks like a new part. That looks like the solid, not the liquid fuel booster. Whatever. What new one's here, I wonder? Oh, that's just completely new. Actuators. The grabbing unit, which will be cool. This stuff. A lot of cool new things. The launch escape system. I don't know when I'm going to go after an asteroid. I mean, obviously, I'm going to need to unlock the grabber. So I'll do that right now, why not? Yay, we got the grabber. Don't know when I'll actually use it though. Is that all the new part things that we unlocked? Looks that way. Not really all that much. We're not very far in science, when you think about it. Okay. Yeah, they've definitely changed things around. I like it though. I actually haven't played around with this update all that much. So what should we do? I guess we should look at that one new part I noticed. This. Yeah, it's just like a fuel tank with 2 little rockets built in. So let's take it for a spin, why don't we? Whoa, it's huge. It is really huge. Let's plop one. No, wait, that's not a robot. This is a robot. There we go. This is totally a good ship. Let's just see how high it can go on its own. That was some test I did. They have a new size 3 solid fuel booster, and I just strapped one of those to the smallest robotic thing and saw how high it went. And with like 3 of those, you can get way out into space, I think, was my findings. But anyway, let's just see how good this is. And new engine sounds for the new parts and new particle effects. And I think some of the changes with the graphics is like these little ridges here weren't really visible before. And of course all the textures should look slightly nicer now. And just because I've upped my settings a bit. I don't really know what the lighting ones do. I'm guessing they mostly affect the ship lighting. Oh, and we have our cheese logo on the actual ship now. I might want to change the white background to something else now that it's going to be on the ships. But ultimately, one thing, these engines, a lot quieter. I can be right up close and talk to you guys. And oh, look at that, we're getting the effects. Yeah, I think I'll be using these in my design. They seem really nice. Oh, look at that. But yeah, as you can see, we're getting a solid FPS despite my increased graphic settings. Of course, my settings are nothing compared to what most YouTubers do, but that does get annoying to me, but at least they're a lot better now. I mean, look at how beautiful Kerman is. As we rise triumphantly. Ooh, space science would be very easy. We could just go up there, do a little science, come back down. Yep. Good job. You are a good test. But anyway, let's, we need to come up with a mission. And there's some changes I really like about this, like being able to F5 while in the atmosphere. That is going to be so insanely useful. I could have really used that with my planes and stuff. And just a lot of things. These little guys running around. I don't remember them. They're different. Oh well. Okay, so first off, what was one of my good previous ships? Minmus, Deep Space Probe, Lunar Lander, Plane Launcher, Solid Fuel, Space Attempt 2. Was Space Attempt 2 what I took to Duna? Probably. No, doesn't look like it. What the heck did I take to Duno? Duno? Oh, Kerbal Science Lander. That must be it. No, wait, this is Kerbal. Oh. I'm confused. I don't remember. Oh, it was Deep Space Probe because it wasn't designed to actually land. That's right. Had to cough real quick there. Might not have muted it quite in time, but whatever. Now, one thing I could do is I could just literally just launch this thing right now and go to Eve with it, because getting to Eve requires just about the same amount of fuel as getting to Duna, I believe. And yeah. That is something to consider. And of course I could put a parachute on this and actually land it properly without having to worry so much. Actually, I forgot to show you guys the asteroids. I guess I could go after one right now. Or at the very least do some science up against it. All you have to do is be able to match their orbit to do science. Okay, so it is amazing how much faster this game is running. So there we go. Class C, Class C, Class C. Lots of Class Cs. Let's speed up time a bit. You can now time warp in this view and from the KSC view, which is extremely useful. Come on, where's some new objects? Let's go a little faster. There we go. A lot of Class Cs. What if I want like a Class A? I don't know. Might have to wait a while. I don't want to go too fast. But I guess I will. 100x. Oh, this one's close. Let's check it out. Track. So it's got a Kerbal encounter in 49 days. We could go out there. We could. I don't know. I'll leave it tracking for now. Now these are all C's and one E. I wish you could see their direction by mousing over them, but you cannot. Let's go back to Time Warp then. See what else shows up. The search for asteroids. Hello, asteroids. There's a new one. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now this is one we might be able to deal with. Oh, it's had a bit of an oblong direction compared to the rest. But it gets within 337 meters. It's pretty far away right now, but that just gives us a bit of time to deal with it, I guess. Okay, let's see about doing this. I tried to exit with M for some reason. It's been a while. Okay. I could build a new rocket from scratch, but that would take a while. So maybe... Heck, maybe I can just use Deep Space Probe. You just take off the top bit, like right there. Plop that down, and we only need one Kerbal? Kerman? Whatever. Oh, we don't even need that. Anytime I just pause, just assume I'm coughing. Because I am. Okay, so we've got RCS on this thing. We've got a ridiculous amount of rockets. And we don't really need any science-y bits, just... We might want to include an antenna, because there is an off chance that things will go horribly wrong. And we will never be able to return them unless we send a rescue mission. Now, it doesn't look like I had any power bits on this, so... What's the deal here? So, oh, that's a lot of powery bits. Let's just do 5. That works. And solar panels. Don't want the foldy kind because we might mess those up. Put 2 on the front. Get a bit of a different angle. And now for the Coupe de Grace. Holy crap, that thing is huge. Yeah, this is a bit wonky. Now, this thing was able to get to Duna with barely any fuel left, I believe. So maybe it'll get to an asteroid and back? Or at least to an asteroid? I don't know. Let's not save over my old design. This is asteroid typo attempt 1. I need to start backing up my save file too, because that last update, that would not have been fun. I think I'm actually going to program myself a little custom backup thing that'll back up all my YouTube stuff whenever I run it, and then I'll just run it maybe once a week. Why is it making like a falling noise? That was weird. Okay, Jebediah. Looks like you get to be the first to go after an asteroid. And yes, I'm just going to go up there and fly towards it, which is terrible planning and everything. Is my cheese on this thing? It is. Cool. Anyway. 3, 2, 1, go! Ooh, that's loud. These parts still have the old particles, of course. You know, they treated this update as like half an update, but honestly, this is a huge update. Improves the game in so many ways. They should have just called it 0.24 in my opinion. I mean, if we get twice this per 0.01 increase in the number, the game is going to be insane when they get to 1.0, which I wouldn't mind if every update was like this in terms of content. Debris. Okay, I don't quite remember the specifics of flying this rocket. Each rocket has its tricks that I set up, but generally it's pretty simple. You just press space when stuff runs out, and then tilt over whenever you are going to reach 70,000. That's how I do it. It's maybe not the most efficient way, and by maybe I mean most definitely isn't. But almost out. Ready? And go. Something else I've noticed is that in the tests I did, if you hit stuff while detaching, you generally don't have your ship fall apart. Like it used to be, you'd be almost guaranteed to lose fuel sections and stuff, but it seems like debris is now a bit... Holy crap. Cut the engines. Let's, oh. I cut the engines right when they ran out, apparently. But see... Oh. Okay, well that didn't work. But I did that like 5 times on my sandbox, and it didn't do anything, so... Whatever. Goodbye! This is a neat little rocket. It's kind of ugly, but it's kind of futuristic looking at the same time. Now this is the nuclear engine, which is maybe a bad thing for moving an asteroid because those things are heavy, but whatever. I don't know how much fuel I'm going to have when I get into orbit. If I get into orbit, because that is not guaranteed. I actually need to lift up slightly. That was a bit of a waste. Let's hope we can get out to it. As long as Jebediah can get out to it, he can do a little science, maybe nudge it a bit in the right direction, and then, yeah. Okay, how are we doing? We're raising it up, but we're using up too much fuel. I think that's an abort, don't you, Jebediah? Arm. The arm. Oh, it's the claw. One thing I was very disappointed to find out is that apparently you can't grab onto planets to use it as like an anchor. Because one thing I've heard of is in mods and stuff, and maybe eventually even in the game itself, is like a moon or a planet that is spinning so fast that you'd actually get flung off because the gravity's so weak. And the arm would have been very useful to hold on to that type of planet. And I can think of other uses for it as well. Anyway, let's revert to the vehicle assembly because I screwed up. I do wonder. I actually want to test something now. Well, first I want to check something. First off, how much does this weigh? 42 with 0.2 drag. Oh, wow. Really? But it has a lot more thrust. Okay, science time. Let's, whoops. Okay. Basic science. Let's just... We'll use Jebediah for this, because he's cool. So, whoa. These things are huge, though. Let's see how high he can get, though. And yeah, I know I just did this, but I need to do it again to get proper comparison, because I forget how high it went last time. We'll go for how high it says you're going to go when it runs out of fuel. Jebediah, ready, go! And up we go. Basically, I want to see how these compare to the solid fuel boosters in lifting. Because if these things are a lot better, it might be better served if I redesign a rocket based on these things as my booster. They do overheat pretty fast. But hopefully that starts going down as you get higher in the atmosphere. Of course, these things are basically like, in terms of size, they're like 2 solid fuels. So that's how I'll have to do my comparison. Which is only fair since it has 2 rockets, actually. Look at it go. It is a beautiful sight. I think those textures really do make quite a difference in how nice this looks. I just wish I could raise the settings higher. But oh well. Okay, get ready. And 722, jeez. Okay. And now for the other trial. We lift this up a bit. Now, how am I going to do... Oh, wait a second. Oh, really? I have access to the new one? Okay. Yeah, that is the Tier 3 solid fuel. Yeah. Sorry if this is a bit boring, but maybe you guys can use this information in building your own rockets, so I'm just saving you time. Right? I wasn't really expecting to get much done in this episode. Oh, yeah, this is a glitch that happens sometimes. You start off way ridiculously zoomed out at the launch pad. Which is similar to a... Oh, you don't need that. Similar to a previous glitch. Okay, anyway, I need to remember like 722,000 for the first one. Yeah, that doesn't matter. This one seems to have a slower liftoff because of all the weight compared to the smaller solid fuels, because it's the same engine basically, I think. Probably not, it's probably better. I mean, this looks like a proper rocket, and it's only 2 parts. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, go Jebediah, go. So definitely going to be trying to land Kerbals on another planet soon, I think. Maybe Eve. Because I've done it before, just not in video. And it's actually pretty easy, you just need parachutes. Parachutes and maybe something, you know, on the bottom of your rocket to take any brute force, I don't know. That's interesting, it looks like a square. It's pretty funny. Now, this seems a lot worse, but maybe it'll go up a lot in the last bit. No. No, definitely not. Fairly close, though. Right. Yeah, 240. So, in terms of sheer lifting power, the liquid fuel ones are better than a single long one. But I originally said I would test with 2 of the smaller ones. Sorry about that. Couldn't mute. That was a small cough anyway. How am I gonna do 2 actually? Oh, this is enough testing. I've already decided. I want the solid, not the solid, the liquid fuel. Okay, asteroid attempt number 1. This is going to be a major redesign because this is a bit of a mess. So you just plop all those off. Can't have that many of them. And this major redesign means it's probably not going to work. But whatever. Propulsion. I think I know how I'm going to do this actually. Oh, look at that. That is going to lift us so high. But anyway, structural. More of these. Put them like right there, right there, and right there. And now, taking full advantage of the fact that they haven't added money yet, this game is going to be so hard when you have to worry about money. Maybe not so hard, but you're going to have to actually be good at it. You're going to have to actually learn how to design rockets. Let's try to get this lined up, why don't we? That's not on right. Close enough, I think. Yeah, that's good. So, this is a very different design in a lot of ways. Let's find these things, and I'm thinking maybe that'll be enough to hold it up, actually. So I actually want to put these down here. All of these. And we're actually going to have to use these, I think, for the main liftoff. But hopefully not too much is the hope here. We want to combine these two. Okay, that looks like a good total redesign of our rocket in like 2 minutes. Yep. And we'll try to get into orbit for the end of this episode. I have no idea what this thing's going to do. It could blow up on the launch pad for all I know. It could... but the other thing is, of course, that we don't need struts, really. Everything is staying in place, pretty much. These seem kind of angled weird to me. But I'm just going to act like I can't tell. Throttle, maybe right there for now. Hopefully. I'm going to F5, actually. And 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, God. Nope, 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 nope. Jebediah didn't seem concerned, but no, we actually do need struts. So this update is not a get out of struts free card. I don't know what the symmetry is on this for. Yeah, that should do it, but I'll also put one on top as well. And connect that. There we go. I think that should keep the shape a bit more stable, I hope. Hopefully we don't need to attach the inner ones as well. One can hope, because I'm running out of time and I want to launch. So let's do this. Oh, that's jiggly. Let's hope for the best. Throttle up to there. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's acceptable. Listen to that roar. So, hopefully at this throttle these will run out way before the inner ones do. It definitely looks like that's going to be the case. Although they're draining faster than I'd hoped. And we're not moving all that fast yet. But it'd be interesting if you could see your current weight. I'm kind of interested in that. So that you can see how your weight changes as you burn up fuel. But that is not a feature that they have. I'm getting a bit worried now. This does not seem to be lifting off as fast as I expected. Let's get this camera angle set up, though, just in case we actually do make it. It is much quieter with these engines. It's a dull roar, which I don't think covers up my voice quite as much, I hope. Okay, we're speeding up now. We've reached some sort of weight threshold or something. Go, go, go! Of course, the purpose of these new parts was so that people could make rockets that look like real rockets, but I just made my old rocket with new parts. Oh well. Throttle up! And... ooh, turning red. Get rid of those. They didn't hit anything. Oh, that's kind of scary. But ultimately, we are already reached space. And we have spun around like crazy. It can be a bit harder to rotate ships in this update. They feel a bit more realistic in their rotation. Okay, let's, I don't know which direction I was originally going, but we're going to go this way. Let's see if that stabilizes our orbit a bit. I think we were going that way. But we're going to be in a polar orbit. Maybe not. Maybe I'll try to rotate around this way a bit. Yeah. On the 90. Wow, we'd really rotated around, hadn't we? Okay. Hopefully that is the correct way. Let's throttle up now. Oh gosh. Kind of wiggling there. But it's stabilized. Look at that power. Holy crap. We're going into orbit. I'm pretty sure. Let's get up there. Whoa, what is going on here? What is going on here? We're just spinning. Don't mind. It's from these things warping, I guess. The engine kind of freaks out about it. We're officially in space now. But let's just time warp forward. Oh good, time warping stopped the spinning. Okay, that's close enough, I think. We don't need a perfect orbit, we just need an orbit. And let's see it happen. Oh, really? Oh well. Just as well. That way they'll crash back to the planet where they belong. And this is a horribly inefficient way to do this. But we're in orbit. So that's that. We will be heading out to wherever that Class E is. This one, I think, because it has its own line. So that is our target, and it will actually remember that it's our target. Whoa. So wait. That's where it's going to come by. Oh, that is too cool. That is really awesome. I mean, you could go out and grab it. It would be really hard, but you could try. So it's actually going to do a gravity slingshot. Oh, that is awesome. But yeah, anyway, this has been KaBob799. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see more. Like this if you liked it. Comment if you have anything to say. And I will see you in the next episode, where we hopefully go to an asteroid for the first time. Bye!